In this question, we have to find the angle between the x-axis and the line joining points 3 minus 1 and 4 minus 2. So the first thing that we can do is to obtain the slope of this line using the formula, that is m equals y2 minus y1. So it's minus 2 minus minus plus 1 over x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 3. So this result to give you, this is minus 1 divided by 1. So we got the slope of the line as minus 1. And what do we know? That slope of a line is the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. So we may say that tan theta here is minus 1. And tan theta is minus 1 when theta is equal to 135 degree. But as I can see that we are given an acute angle. So let me explain you. Say this is our Cartesian plane and this is the required line which is making an angle of 135 degree with the positive direction of x-axis, and that is the slope of this line as minus 1. But then since we have to find an acute angle, we can see from here using the supplementary angle property or linear pair, this angle should be how much? 180 minus 135, that results to give 45 degree. So we have an option, that is C is the correct option in this case. And in the question 2, we have to find the slope of this straight line. So we have to find the slope of this line, and we know that there are options. Either we convert this in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, or as an MCQ we can say that slope of the line is minus a by b. Well, in an equation when written in the ax plus by plus c equals 0, the slope of the line is minus a over b. So we can say from here that m is minus a, that is negative 2, divided by b. B is negative 7 here. So that cancelled to give m as, this is 2 over 7. Yeah, this is D is the correct option in this. In the third question, it says find the equation of straight line joining the points a, b, and the other is a plus b, comma a minus b. So the first thing that we can do here is to find the slope of this line using y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and then apply the point slope form to obtain the equation. So let's find m, that is y2 minus 1 y1, that is y2 is a minus b and y1 is b. So it's minus b over x2 minus x1. Well, x2 is a plus b minus x1 is a. So on simplifying, we get this as you can see, a and a get cancelled in the denominator. So it is a minus 2b, that divided by b. And then we are going to apply the point slope form. So y minus y naught, well, y naught is this. So y minus y naught is equal to m. Well, m is this, which is a minus 2b over b, that multiplied by x minus x1, and x1 is a. But when we need to simplify it. Now to simplify it further, we are going to multiply b with this. So on the left hand side, b times y minus b multiplied by b is b square. And then if you multiply this with x, so it results to give you, this is a minus 2b times x, and this multiplied by this, that is a minus a is minus a square, and this multiplied by this is positive 2 times ab. Now rearranging them to write in the standard form, this is a minus 2b times x, transposing this to the left hand side, it is minus by, transposing b square as well on the other side is going to be positive b square. So positive b square, negative a square, and plus 2ab. Right, so we can see that this is our final answer. Yeah, and this is equal to 0, right? Keeping everything on the right hand side. Now in the fourth question, we have to find the angles. Now in the fourth question, we have to find the angle between line this and this. So we can obtain the slope of this line using, say this is m1 minus a by b. So this is minus a, and b is what here? Minus 1. So we got the slope of the first line as this, and the slope of this line using same formula minus a. Well, coefficient of x is a, by b, and b is a only, right? This is minus a over b. So we got the slope of the other line. Now we can find the angle between them, that is using tan theta is equal to m2 minus m1 over 1 plus m1 m2. Now to simplify the working, I should consider this as, let me change it. I'm going to make this, the negative one is, I'll take this as m2 and this is m1. Now finding the angle between them using tan theta, which is m2 minus m1. Well, this is m2. So m2 minus of this is plus m2 minus m1, that whole divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Well, the product of these two is what? Negative 2 over a. So if I take LCM here on simplifying, this is 2a plus 1 over a. So we may not write a because we are going to get same denominator in the next part. So it is, they will get cancelled. So this is a minus 2. But this is tan theta. In case if we find theta only, so theta is going to be tan inverse 2a plus 1 whole divided by a minus 2. Now in question number 5, it says find the area of a triangle ABC where the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CA are given as D, E, and F respectively. So let's say if I make a triangle, I name this triangle as ABC as per the question, and we are given D being the midpoint of AB. So D is here, D is this, and E being the midpoint of BC, this is E, and F being the midpoint. So we know the coordinates of this, which is 3 minus 1, and this is 5, 3, and F coordinate is 1, negative 3. But then we have to find the area of triangle ABC. Well, there's two ways we can do it, either to first find the coordinates of A, B, C, and then find the area using the formula. And the alternate way could be first finding the area of this triangle. So let me join this. So we can find the area of this triangle as we know the coordinate of this. And as we know that the area of this triangle so formed will be, we know that line joining the midpoints of the sides of a triangle divides it into 4 triangles, and each of them are congruent and equal in area. So we can say that area of this triangle will be 1/4 of the original triangle. Conversely, we can say that area of this triangle ABC will be 4 times the area of triangle DEF. So this would be shorter by finding the area of this triangle and multiplying by 4 should give you the area of this triangle ABC. So now we are going to find the area of this triangle DEF using this formula, and where I'm going to take this as 1, this as 2, this as 3. So the area, which is equal to half the modulus, this is x1, well x1 is this, x1 is 3, and then y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1. So it is 3 minus minus 3, that is positive 3, and then plus x2, x2 is 5, and then this is the x2, so then we can write this as y3 minus y1. So this is minus 3 minus minus 1 is what? Plus 1. Plus, next we are going to write this as x3. Well, x3 is 1, and then y1 minus y2. So it's minus 1 minus 3. This should be enclosed in a modulus because area is always positive. Now to simplify it, this is how much? 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 into 3 is 18. This is 18. Plus this is negative 2 into 5, that is minus 10. And this is minus 4. Right, so this is area equals, this is 18 minus 14 is how much? 18 minus 14 is 4. So this is 4, and dividing it by 2, we get the area here. Let me tell you that we are getting the area of triangle DEF and not ABC. So it comes out to be 2 square unit. And as I said, the area of this triangle is 1/4 of the original triangle. So in a way, we can say that the area triangle ABC will be 4 times area triangle DEF. So 4 times of 2 is how much? 8. So we'll say it is equal to 8 square unit. That's the final answer for this question. In the sixth question, it says find the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular, and the perpendicular is drawn from -1, 3 to this line. So let's say if I draw a line here, the line and a perpendicular drawn, this is a perpendicular drawn. The point, let's say I take the point P from which the perpendicular drawn, which is -1/3. And I say take this point as L, which is the foot of the perpendicular, whose coordinate is what we have to determine. So I took this coordinate as HK. Now further, we know the equation of this lines. The line equation is given as 3x minus 4y minus 16 equals 0. Now what you can see that we can find the slope of this given line. We know the equation, so using minus a by b, we can see the slope of this line will be, say, m1 will be equal to minus a over v. So a is 3, so minus a over b, and b is minus 4, so they get cancelled. Now what we know that if we know the slope of this line, the given line, then we can see that this PL is drawn perpendicular. So using the negative reciprocal formula, we can say that slope of this given line, say m is equal to negative reciprocal of this. So negative reciprocal of this is -4/3. Now we got the slope of this line PL. Next we can see that this point L will satisfy this equation of this line. So what I mean to say that replacing x with h and y with k, we can obtain the equation in terms of h and k. So this is 3h minus 4 times k, and this is how much? -16, which I can write positive 16 on the other side. So we got one equation in terms of h and k. Now the other equation we can obtain is using the 2-point form. We know the slope here and we know 2-point over here. So using the 2-point form, what we can see that the other equation I'm going to obtain, that is I'm taking slope, which is, first I'm writing the formula, y is equal to m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Well, slope we know as -4/3. This is -4/3 is equal to y2. Let's say I take this as y2, so this is k minus 3 that divided by x2 minus x1, so this is h minus -1, that is +1. Now by cross multiplication, what we can see, that is 3k minus, while doing cross multiplication, this multiplied by this, -9 equals -4h and -4. Now writing this in the standard form, what we can write? We can write 4h on the left hand side, so that's positive 4h plus 3 times k, and keeping the variables constant on the other side, so this will be equal to 5. Now let me cross check. This on the other side will be positive 9, so 9 minus 4 is 5. That's correct. So I can mark this equation as 2. Now we'll use elimination. We got two equations. One is this and the other is this. So I can eliminate any of them. Say for elimination, I'm going to multiply this equation by, say, 3 and multiplying this by 4. So first I'm writing this equation, that is 4 into 4 is how much? 16 times h plus 12 times k equals 20. And for this is 9 times h minus 12 times k, and this is 3 into 16 is how much? 48. Yeah. Now adding these two equations, we can see that negative 12k and positive 12k get cancelled. This will result to give you 25h and other side it is 68. So we got h as how much? 68 over 25. Right, we got 1 point. Not 1 point, we got h as the x coordinate. Now we can find the other coordinate. So to find the other coordinate, I'm going to place the value of replace h here in this equation. So for doing this, I'll space. This is 4 times 68 over 25 plus 3 times k equals 5. And this is 3k equals 5 minus, this is 68. So 8 into, will multiply 4 with 68. So that should give you 72. Yeah, this is 70, no, 272. 272 over 25. So finally it is taking LCM will be 125 minus 272 over 25. Now subtracting 125 from here, what do we get? This is negative 147. So K comes out to be negative 147 over 25, and this 3 on the other side will be divided. Trying to adjust the answer here only. So this is 3 1 times. It's divisible, right? So this is, if I divide it by 3, will get minus 49. This is minus 49. So yes, we got k here, and the k is what? Minus 49 over 25, right? This is 25. So we got k, that is the y coordinate. So our final answer is what? We have to find the coordinates. So we can see the x coordinate is 68 over 25 and the y coordinate is minus 49 over 25. So this should be the answer, or we can see the coordinate of this point. In the seventh question, we have to find the distance between two parallel lines. Well, parallel lines are given, the equations are given, and we have to find the distance. So for that, clearly we'll be using the formula that is between two parallel lines, that is C2 minus C1 over under root A square plus B square. But then you can observe that we need to make A and B as same. So what I can see here that, so I'm going to write the first equation as it is, that is 5x plus 3y minus 7 equal to 0. The other, I'm dividing both sides by 3 so as to make same A and B. So dividing both sides by 5, not 5, by 3, right? Dividing this equation by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5 and 9 divided by 3 is 3. And this would give you 14 divided by 3 as 14 over 3, and 0 divided by 3 is this. Now from here we can see that this is our A, this is B, this is C1, and this is C2. So applying the formula and the distance formula, I'm going to take this as first and this as second. So this is 14 over 3, minus of minus 7 is positive 7, and that whole divided by under root A square plus B square. A is 5, so this is 5 square, and B is 3, this is 3 square. So we get D as how much on taking LCM? This is 21 into, that 7 into 3 is 21. So it is 14 plus 21 divided by 3. And that whole divided by, this is how much? 25 plus 9. So we get distance as 35 over 3. And how much is this? This is 34. That is under root 34. So this will be the distance. This is the required distance between these two parallel lines. In question number 8, we have to write the intercepts made by this line on the coordinate axis. So what we know that in the y-axis, the x coordinate is 0, and in the x-axis, y coordinate is 0. So for example, if I find the x coordinate, so we'll set y equals 0. So replacing y here with 0, this is 2 times 0, 2 times x, in minus 0 is 0 only, equals 7. So x comes out to be 7 over 2. And in order to get y-intercept, we will set x is equal to 0. So placing x as 0, we get this as minus 3y equals 7, or y equals minus 7 over 3. So we can now say that this is the x-intercept and this is the y-intercept. So actually the line should be like this. This is somewhere minus 7 over 3 and this is 7 over 2. If I make a line like this, okay, so this is representing, this is going to be the y-intercept and this is x-intercept. In question number 9, it says find the slope of a line which passes through the origin and the midpoints of the line segment joining 0, minus 4 and 8, 0. So we are given any line segment and the ends of this is 0, minus 4 and 8, 0. And then we have to find the slope of a line that passes through the origin, right? It's passing through the origin and the midpoint of this. So let's say if I draw a line over here and this line is passing through the origin, that is 0, 0, and this point, say P, which is the midpoint of say A and B. So first, using midpoint formula, we can find the coordinates of P, which is x1 plus x2 upon 2, that is 4, and y1 plus y2 upon 2, that is minus 2. That's minus 4 plus 0 upon 2. Now we have to get the slope of this line, and here the line here, I mean this one, right? The slope of this line. So we will be using the formula, that is m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let me once again show you. We have y1, y2 as this and x1, x2 as this. So this is m is equal to y2, which is minus 2 minus 0 over x2, which is 4 minus 0. So clearly m is equal to minus 2 over 4. And when reduced, it can be written as minus half. Yes, so the required slope of the line is minus half. In question 10, it says find the slope of a line that makes an angle of 30 degrees with the x-axis in the clockwise direction. So let me show you the partition plane first. And here the line is making an angle of 30 degrees. Right? And it's making 30 degrees clockwise, right? So the clockwise is this, right? So this angle is 30 degrees. Let's say the angle is given as 30 degrees and it is measured clockwise. So what we know that the slope of a line is equal to n is equal to tan theta. Theta is the angle of inclination, and the angle of inclination is what? The angle made with the line with the positive direction of x-axis measured clockwise, right? So we can see from here that theta is not 30 degrees. It should be the angle of inclination is minus 30, should be 150. So we can see from here that the slope, that is m, should be tan. It is coming how much? 150 degree, right? It was 150 degree and 150 degree. I can write tan 150 as what? 180 minus 30. So that is minus tan 30 degree. Is the second quadrant. And what is tan 30? Tan minus 30, right? So tan 30 is 1 over root 3, so it should be minus 1 over 3. So we will say that the slope here is how much? It is minus 1 over root 3.